Hello everyone, this is Shaja Pranjal from Toronto once again, and I have today with me Mr. Suman Roy. He has started a very good initiative, Scarborough Feed, which is a food bank. So recently we were talking about food bank, and now again I'm back to the same thing. I'm trying to know more about what is food bank, why people use it, and why people don't use it. So can you tell me something about what is a food bank concept in
Absolutely.
Canada?
So, food bank is a place where anybody who needs food can come and grab food. It was started in 1980s as a very temporary solution from Alberta, and now there are many thousands and thousands of people, millions to be honest, who rely on food banks to grab their food, primarily because of affordability. The cost of food going up, and they don't have a way to have sustenance, so they come to food bank and grab food. It's open for all those who need it the most.
Who uses this free food bank usually?
It's generally anybody. We are seeing that dynamic change quite a bit. There was a time when food banks was only used by seniors or people with disabilities or anybody who's in a really poor economic situation. Now that has changed quite a bit. At least 30% of our clients have at least one full-time job, but they still don't afford enough food because they're in minimum wage. As we all know, in a place like Toronto, minimum wage doesn't cut it. It's not a living wage at all, and they need this extra help. So they come to food bank to grab some food.
Some people think that going to food bank is a stigma. If my friends or my family or somebody will see me, I am a renowned person, I do a lot of things. What is that mindset?
You're absolutely correct, and it's heartbreaking because we know in Canada right now, 78% of the people who are suffering from food insecurity do not have access to food, do not go to a food bank because of the stigma. I know, going back to my mentality or my parents' mentality, they would rather go to bed hungry than go for free food or handout. So that stays and the stigma stays. So one of the programs that we have done with Feed Scarborough to combat that, we have our online food bank where people can go online, place the order, and then come for a curbside pickup. So that way it takes the stigma a little bit out. We have seen small organization who would come and pick up for 20, 25 families and then just go drop it off, so they don't need to come. They do a lot for the seniors. So we are combating that stigma a little bit, but that stigma will always stay with
How
people.
about international students? Are they using it?
A year and a half ago, the problem was very severe. When I say problem, it's not a problem, but it is how many international students were actually accessing food banks. Now, in the last 6 months, we have seen the number coming down, especially when the government has made the process a lot more stricter. So we see less students, so automatically less students coming to our food banks. It is unfortunate because these international students are coming here with a lot of money. They're spending a lot of money. They're contributing a lot towards our economy, but still they don't have enough food to eat. So it is a very unfortunate situation.
Okay, so small question. I was facing a situation some 1.5 years or almost 2 years back that I had multiple fractures, my hand wasn't cast, and I was looking for someone to cook food. I had all raw things, but I wasn't able to cook. Is that a right thing to do in those situations, to reach out to food banks?
So no, because food banks generally don't give cooked food.
Okay.
They give raw food. They give the grocery. So food bank wouldn't be a right place to be. But many places are doing cooked food. So that is the right way to go. Even if it was Meals on Wheels, for example.
Okay.
But you still pay, it's not free, Meals on Wheels, but you pay I think $7 a meal or something. Pretty reasonable, they will come and drop it at your door.
Okay.
So programs like that are very helpful. Red Cross have programs like that. We have programs like that as well where we have cooked food, but it's not a part of the food banks. It is another kitchen healthy meal program.
Right. So we all go through different kind of situation, hard times, then good times. So hard times are the times when we utilize the food banks and food bank help us. How can we give back when the overcome that situation and sail through that?
That's a great question because I think everybody needs to keep this in the back of their mind. None of the food banks you see are funded by any level of government. We run food banks just with donations from people like you, people like corporates, and that is how we operate. That's the model. So anytime you can, make a small donation financially if you're able to. If you're not, spend some time, come and volunteer. Food banks are run with volunteers. Come to any food bank. If you come to Feed Scarborough, we love that. But if you're not, if you're far away from Scarborough, go to any of the food banks or any local charity, volunteer some time, see the people who are coming, hear their stories. There is so much to learn,
Right.
so much to do.
Something more about Mr. Suman Roy. So he also helps newcomers. How do you help newcomers in setting up food business and in other
Yeah, so that's a great question because I think we strongly believe that if we really want to solve the problem of hunger, just giving food at a food bank is never going to solve the problem. It's just a band-aid. So in our organization, we make sure we help the community to be sustainable, to be resilient. So for example, this place where we are right now, it is called Food Hall TO. This is where any newcomer who want to start their own food business, they can come here, learn how to start their own food business. It's free of cost while you're operating a concept and get hands-on experience. So you can take the brand and actually do your business wherever you want. Even if you don't want to start your business now, you want to come and learn how the food industry works in Canada, great place. We have very short-term, 1.5 month training program where we will teach you how the food industry works, but also certify you. So if you want to go find a job, you can. Because at the end of the day, if we are combating food insecurity, we want people to have proper income. That's the only way we're going to be successful.
Okay, another thing. So Mr. Suman Roy is going to start a podcast where you can know more about what's going on every day and maybe something can click you to connect him and maybe that can be a game changer for your life. So
Absolutely.
would you like to say something?
Yeah, so the
about
podcast is called the Zero Hunger Project. It just got launched half an hour ago. So you can go to anywhere where you get your podcast, look up for Zero Hunger Project. If you want to watch the podcast, YouTube is a great spot. We have it on YouTube. There are 4 episodes that launched and every Tuesday there'll be a new episode coming out. This is the podcast where we interview experts from all across the world talking about the problem and finding solutions on how we can actually combat food insecurity.
And the book you
Yes, I'm holding it because I will show it. So this is a book that we just launched today. Once again, it's still called The Zero Hunger Project. And this is a great read to understand the problem of food insecurity in our world. This is not only focused on Scarborough, there are stories from all across the world, some great ideas, success stories. It's a great read. It's available in Amazon, Indigo, or anywhere you buy your book, or even Kobo or wherever you get your digital book, you can get it there. So
Some
please
personal
support.
questions.
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
Oh, now I got to count. So I speak 6 languages,
Okay.
and out of that, 2 are the languages from here, English and French, and back home I do Bengali, Hindi, Marathi, and a little bit of Korean, but very little.
Okay, another question. Personal question. Where did it come to your mind and how did this idea came on and started all of this?
So I was a chef by trade and worked in the food business for over 20 years. And one thing that I always felt as a chef, you cook for a lot of people. Most of them have a lot of money. They're paying a lot of money to eat your food. But food being a human right, there is so many people who go to bed hungry. And that is where I was not contributing. So I always had in my mind whatever I can do, especially on the policy side, to help food security in the community. So that is kind of what was always in my mind. And when pandemic hit, in our community, the only food bank closed down. So, like you, I thought pandemic is going to be done in 2 weeks. So let's help the community. That's how we started. 5 years later, we serve 8,500 people with access to food. And the problem is bigger than it has ever been. So it
I
is
love
so
your
important.
passion. I love
Thank
your
you.
passion. Other than this, you keep hiring. What kind of positions you keep hiring for volunteering for anything where newcomers can come and
Absolutely.
get acquainted
So
with the cannabis?
absolutely. We have a program called The Bridge where we train newcomers specially on and get them certified to find jobs, any kind of jobs. Could it be retail? Could it be customer service? Any of that. So we do that training and we help put them in front of employers.
How do they reach you?
So feedscarborough.ca. That's the easiest way. Feedscarborough.ca. Send us a note and we will get in touch. We are always looking for people to come and join the Bridge program, even the food hall here to come to our program, because at the end of the day, after you're trained, we put you in front of employers with the hope that you'll find something and employment and be sustainable.
So I'm fortunate I got a chance to meet Mr. Suman Roy. Other than this, he has been a political candidate also in past. So a lot of things. So he has very vast knowledge. You would definitely be benefited if you're looking for something related to
Absolutely.
food or around food, or if you have a passion to give back to community. Reach him.
Absolutely. I'm on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, find me there, connect, and more than happy to chat and help.
Right. Thank you for your time.
Perfect. Thank you.